Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. I heard a lot of just really terrible and very frustrating news on my commute back from work, which is why I hate that I have to make what's basically going to be another Sunday sum up, and it's only fucking Tuesday. So let's just get these stupid NFT ones out of the way. Apparently, there's an NFT auction going on, and they're saying that if they win it, they may destroy this original Basquiat drawing because, this way, if we deconstruct the original, then the NFT will be the only true remaining version of the art. And it's like, that's not how real shit works at all, but okay. And then secondly, on the same goddamn subject of NFTs, Ellen DeGeneres is selling her first ever NFT. It's a selfie of her with an image of her holding up a little stick-drawn cat. And it's probably going to sell for a fuck ton of money. And meanwhile, people continue to suffer and die because it's a fucking pandemic. Which brings us to this person who says, I won't take the vaccine because it makes liberals mad. Yay, great. You are prolonging the pandemic. You are prolonging lockdowns. You are prolonging economic malaise and risking dying all to own the libs. Congratulations. Darwin would be fucking proud. And then next, we have Joe fucking Rogan irresponsibly telling his audience, and again, unfortunately, Joe Rogan is the biggest podcaster on Spotify, and fucking everyone in God uses Spotify. He said on his show, if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I'll go no. Because young, healthy people shouldn't get the vaccine because it's not like young people can still spread the vaccine to grandma and grandpa and mom and dad and little kids and coworkers, which again goes back to spreading the fucking virus all over everywhere. And suddenly these people who are all, it's basically just the flu. Now everyone's upset and I don't know if we should trust the vaccine. It's like, holy fuck. Have some logical consistency here, please, for the love of God and for the sanity of anyone who has more than 2 brain cells to rub together. And then on top of that, on a related note, because of all of this terribleness that's happening with regards to the pandemic, a Miami school is discouraging teachers from COVID vaccines, saying that any vaccinated employees will be barred from interacting with students. If you get vaccinated, in the interest of safety, you can't teach at this school. We want people to be unprotected and crowded in hallways. Like, this is ridiculous and it's harmful and it's going to result in people getting very sick and people dying, whether they're young or old. These people, this school board, and people like Governor Ron DeSantis have blood on their hands because of this. All because, I'm just going to do the opposite of what people on the left want because that'll make them mad. I'm a petulant child. And then to bring it back up north, here to Canada, speaking of terrible people with terrible positions and terrible policy, Doug Ford and all his crocodile tears about, we messed up, and now we'll implement paid sick days. Today, for the 25th time in a row, Doug Ford and the Progressive Conservative Party of Ontario voted against paid sick days in the legislature, despite saying that they would implement it. This has been one goddamn day. In one day, there's all this fucking horse shit. All this terribleness that is going to make this pandemic go on longer and longer. And these same assholes who are doing this are going to be the ones to turn around and say, end the lockdowns. This is ridiculous. It's your fucking fault that it's gone on this long. I haven't even touched on other stories coming from Nova Scotia. I'm going to save that for this upcoming Sunday because this is already getting long enough. This is one day's worth of bullshit. And it's going to have very real effects on very real people. And we can't see that. We can't see past our greed, past our own selfish interests. And we can't see the forest for the trees, both metaphorically and literally, because we keep deforesting the planet. And we keep keeping these businesses open that don't need to be open. And we keep doing these terrible things to each other to own the libs or to take a stand against authority. People think they're being heroes when they are being selfish pricks. And it's making this go on so unfortunately long. Only just yesterday, a 13-year-old girl died here in Ontario because Doug Ford and his government refused to pass paid sick days and refused to actually do what needs to be done to get this pandemic under control by actually closing non-essential businesses and making it easier for people to isolate and stay home, to keep people, our neighbors, our friends, our families, our loved ones, our societies safe. And we aren't doing that because we are selfish bastards. And that's what's bothering me today.